What if everything you thought you knew about fire trucks was completely wrong? Forget the predictable red boxes crawling through city traffic today, because the history of firefighting is filled with machines so bizarre, so aggressive, and so unbelievably insane that they feel ripped straight from science fiction. Long before sleek modern rescue rigs existed, firefighters charged into burning chaos aboard mechanical monsters, towering steam-powered dragons that blasted sparks into the night sky, brutal steel fortresses that shook entire city blocks, and even tiny toy-like factory responders that looked too ridiculous to be real. Today, we are diving deep into 10 of the strangest, wildest, and most jaw-dropping classic fire engines ever built. And trust me, some of these machines will leave you questioning how they even existed. By the time we reach the unbelievable #1 spot, you will feel like you've traveled through an alternate universe of firefighting history. So hit that subscribe button, crank up the sirens, and prepare yourself for a ride through pure mechanical madness. Imagine hearing the familiar rumble of a classic yellow school bus. Only instead of carrying children to school, it's screaming down California's Pacific Coast Highway at 60 miles per hour with sirens echoing through the hills. That was the legendary Crown Fire Coach. Built in Los Angeles from 1951 through the 1980s, this bizarre machine looked more like a friendly transit bus than a fire engine, yet beneath its rounded bodywork lurked a true firefighting beast. Crown Coach Corporation took their nearly indestructible 25,000-pound school bus chassis, chopped off the rear section, bolted on a massive 1,000-gallon water pump, and accidentally created one of the strangest-looking fire engines ever made. Compared to the aggressive, boxy rescue trucks of today, the Crown Fire Coach almost looked soft and approachable, but appearances were deceiving. Firefighters knew this machine was an unstoppable monster. Early versions roared to life with gigantic Hall-Scott gasoline engines, while later models thundered with Cummins diesel power plants producing more than 300 horsepower. During California's devastating wildfire seasons, these massive 30,000-pound machines became legendary for surviving brutal mountain roads that would have destroyed weaker trucks. The bus-derived chassis twisted and flexed over dangerous terrain without snapping apart, earning the trust of generations of firefighters. And unlike today's climate-controlled cabs, early Crown crews rode into battle exposed to the screaming wind, gripping chrome handrails while racing toward infernos at over 50 miles per hour. It was raw, terrifying, and gloriously mechanical. But as strange as the Crown Fire Coach looked, the next machine completely shattered every design rule imaginable. Step back into 1947, an era when most fire trucks still resembled oversized pickup trucks with endless hoods stretching out in front of the driver. Then suddenly, the American LaFrance 700 series appeared and changed everything overnight. This machine introduced the radical cab-ahead-of-engine layout, placing the driver directly above the front axle. The result was a giant, flat-faced steel bulldog that looked almost cartoonish compared to traditional fire engines. Weighing over 20,000 pounds, the 700 series had a bizarre bulbous face dominated by an enormous chrome grille that seemed to grin menacingly at the world. But this strange appearance served a brilliant purpose. In crowded post-war cities, visibility was everything. Instead of peering over a massive vibrating hood, drivers suddenly had a panoramic view of the streets ahead, dramatically improving maneuverability and response times. Underneath its weird exterior lived an absolute monster of an engine, a roaring 215 horsepower V12 originally designed for aircraft use. When this beast came alive, the pavement literally trembled beneath its heavy-duty tires as it pumped over 1,000 gallons of water per minute. Riding on the open jump seats was an unforgettable sensory assault, with mechanical sirens screaming past 100 decibels while firefighters clung to the truck as it barreled through city streets like a 10-ton battering ram. The 700 series proved that sometimes the weirdest ideas become the most revolutionary. Yet if the American LaFrance looked intimidating, the Ward LaFrance Ambassador looked downright terrifying. Built in New York during the gritty 1960s, the Ambassador resembled a military tank disguised as a fire truck. Ward LaFrance had earned its reputation producing heavy-duty wreckers during World War II, and when they transitioned into firefighting equipment, they carried that same brutal military philosophy with them. The Ambassador weighed up to 35,000 pounds and looked less like a rescue vehicle and more like an armored personnel carrier dipped in fire engine red paint. Massive slab-sided panels, endless diamond plating.